Hello and welcome to Spot Hidden, the show where we play Call of Cthulhu. I'm London, keeper of arcane lore, and we are here for some eldritch action tonight, and I'm very excited for it. And now we are going to bring in the wonderful investigators, minus the, well, I'm sure we'll talk about it. So here's everybody. Hello. So
What's up?
we have our players. We have Hudson, Hubbard. We have Carly Sims, and we have a spectator tonight, Matthew Stephenson.
Hi.
Can we
Ripperoni and pepperoni.
can we talk about what happened last week?
I don't wanna.
Rather not. I'm still emotionally distressed. I've already added to my playlist.
Hey, if you like Daniel, he's dead.
yeah. Spoilers.
Spoilers for last episode.
Oh yeah, spoilers for
but-
last episode. We lost a player character. Yeah, Daniel. Daniel is now deceased. So Matt will be rolling out a new character and everything. That'll change, once we introduce the new character. But Matt still wanted to hang around with us and play with us tonight because we do have some great action here that will lead into episode 10. Which, I mean, as we're planning, it might be like our final-ish episode of this arc, of this season, of this campaign. So,
And I will be a surrogate of the audience, so I will, if you're watching, I'll typically voice your concern, so maybe it comes out in like a woo, or like a no, something like that, so be ready.
and,
Thank you.
yeah, if you're watching this live, feel free to do that in our chat. Also, feel free to follow, feel free to subscribe. If you're listening to us, download us, do whatever. But yeah, we're very appreciative of all of it. What were you saying?
I'm going.
It's
to
gonna be like a
chat
live.
carrier.
It's gonna be like a live audience tonight with
Yeah.
Matt spectating. It'll almost be like I'm
live
looking at
show.
medieval times.
Woo! That's what they do on like Oprah. And our wonderful audience, yeah!
Okay,
And if you
Matt.
look into your seat.
Can you? Yeah, I was about to say, can you look under your seat, Matt? What's there?
An
Whoa!
empty Crown Royale bottle.
And you know what that means? Dead character.
Oh.
All right. Well, before we get started, just want to, as always, say thank you to Chaosium for making these great games. We're playing Call of Cthulhu 7th edition from Chaosium, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Cthulhu Dark Ages, to be exact. That's the setting we're playing in. But you know that by now. This is episode 9. All right. Does anybody have anything else before?
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Sorry, highly recommend the newly released Malleus Monstrorum. Is that right?
Yeah. You got,
Yeah,
but
by
you got the deck though, like the.
I did. I got the card deck, but it's still pretty cool. Just saying.
Yeah. So you can bring that to your table. You can have all these monsters at your hand. I mean, ready to go. And it's great. It's great. Also check out the book as well for a tome of eldritch goodness. All right. Anybody have anything else before we get started?
I think the other half of my family just came in my house, so I'm probably going to spend most of the night muted. Fair warning. I
That
can hear them all in the next room.
that
so.
is fine.
Jump in the stream, I guess.
And then we'll just have one player, Hudson.
Yes, so.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's jump into episode 9 of Spot Hidden.
Bum 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 bum
It
bum
begins.
bum bum bum.
Oh, just keep it going, but just really low. It begins. Okay, maybe not.
This is bad audio right here.
Oh my goodness, my lawyer is about to. I don't have a lawyer.
Mine just contacted me, so something about cease and desist. Never mind. Let's keep going.
It begins with the sounds of conflict outside of the door. There is shouting, there is screaming, there is the sound of steel against steel. There is the sound of blood spattering against the ground. There are many frantic screams that just echo throughout this small encampment. But one by one, these screaming voices in agony cease. They go out. While other voices are rising, voices of these primal screams of fury and rage and of battle. Now, there is a woman hearing all of this, and very quickly she is just preparing very furiously this mushroom tea that she has. She looks over her shoulder at the door this very thin wooden door that could snap in an instant, bringing in this fury into her home. Now, this conflict outside is reaching a crescendo, and she grows more frantic, more worried. The tea is ready. She takes it to a small corner of her room and begins to drink. It's hot. The hot steam rises off of this cup of tea, and it even begins to burn her lips, her tongue, her throat as she takes in this like near boiling water. But she must drink it. She has to. And then, doosh! The door shatters, caves in. There is an axe being plummeted through this door, and soon it gives. In the doorway stands this tall Viking. There are dozens behind him. He has this axe and just rushes directly into the home, flipping the table, throwing things, basically just tearing the entire place to bits. He's looking for something, though. And he stops under this table that he flips off, this huge ding, ding, ding metal pot rolling on the ground. There are all of these weapons, axes, knives, swords here under this table. There is so much junk in this place just crowded around, and the woman is in the corner. Is she frozen in fear? Her head is between her legs, and her arms are, covering her head. He sees her there, but keeps at work. She seems to be weeping. Her body is trembling at this as he tears the place down. And then, all of a sudden, he stops with a discovery. Ragnar! Ragnar! And then after a couple moments, another Viking comes inside. They storm the place. He looks at Ragnar. It's her. As he holds up these golden armbands. They have these inscriptions on them, marking them as coming from Totber. He has all these golden armbands, all these trinkets that show, Anglo-Saxon craftsmanship, Cymric craftsmanship. Ragnar, his hardened face, looks over the room and looks at her. She's not exactly... It turns out she's not weeping. She's over there laughing as her head raises, as she laughs with this just malicious grin on her face. Out from her folded arms comes a dagger as she gives this blood-curdling mix between a scream and a laugh as the Vikings look on, more poor and poor, hearing this ungodly sound. They all take in the scene as they come inside, and Ragnar approaches her as she laughs in his face. You can see the burns and the open sores on her lips from the drinking of the hot liquid. But she continues to laugh as her eyes begin to roll into the back of her head. The Vikings tremble in fear, and with the butt of his axe, directly into her nose, shattering it. Blood streams down, but she continues to laugh. And at that, in the same swift motion, he brings it back. Whoosh! Her head tumbles and rolls on the ground. This is just one scene from the fallout of last episode, where we last saw Bricius, Maerwynn, Daniel. They were sent on a mission, of course, to find the lost men of Totber, which turns out to also include the lost men of Corden. They found them in this ungodly grove in the middle of the forest. They made sure that each of the survivors of the events of that were back at home with their families, with their people. This, in a weird way, brought peace between Corden and Totber. It pacified these Viking raiders that were plotting against both parties. They realized that there is a bigger threat out there, and they came together to quench it, tracking it down to the charcoal burners of Corden and taking out what would be their leader, the wife of Omog. Her name was Teleri. And now she's dead.
Wow.
Yes. We turn our attention back to Totber, the place we know and love. We have two of our trusty investigators there, Bricius and Maerwynn. And listen, they are. This is some heavy stuff that has happened to them, and they're dealing with it in their own ways. Since you came back, how are you dealing with it, Maerwynn?
Normally she's a very like social person. She's kind of shut herself off from everybody. She hasn't dealt with this kind of thing in a long time, and she thought that, she was in a position where she wouldn't really have to deal with that because she didn't get close to people. And now she's lost someone else that she was close to other than her parents a few years ago, and now she's just like, no thank you. Don't want this. So she's just kind of shut down, not really talking to many people, just kind of staying in her room.
Got you. And your room, you would know is it's in the Thane's compound. There's this basically there's big hall where the guy that makes all like the bows and arrows works there. So his workshop's kind of in the front, and then your room and some other of the women's rooms there are in the back of this compound. But it's late at night. You hear a rasp at your door. Maerwynn, it's Erdwolf.
Shit. Okay. Don't you dare, Matt. Don't you dare. I guess I'll go and I'll just open the door. Better mute yourself, bitch.
Introducing our new Erdwolf. No, I'm just kidding. No. Just wait.
Oh my God.
He'll come in. He's gonna come in at some point.
I was about to say, I swear.
He opens. Maerwynn, is this a good time?
I mean, it's no worse than other times.
Yes, right. I haven't had a chance to really thank you for saving me out there. Thank you. It's all I wanted to say, and I just didn't know how before. Right now.
I didn't do anything. I really didn't.
What do you mean? You brought us back home. If you wouldn't have come after us, I mean, I know you lost people too, but we could have been a part of that number. I'm sorry if this is forward. I just wanted to tell you.
No. It's all right. I guess you're welcome then.
Well, good.
I can't even flirt in game. Like, I'm so bad at this.
Right back at you.
No, you. I'm gonna draw a meme real quick to send back. Hold on.
I'm glad that you made it out of there, Maerwynn. I care about you. Dearly.
I suppose I should be very grateful that I did then.
It's late. I should be getting to sleep.
Thank you for not letting me shut myself away.
Of course. He just hangs around for a minute, just looking at you.
She's just like, just kind of standing there like, what do we do now? Like, she doesn't really know how to handle this. Just awkward. She just...
And he just laughs and starts to go.
Good night.
Good night. And he turns and is walking away. He walks back to the sort of the main compound where most of the bodyguards, they live there. It's late, obviously, but there is another in there, among their number there. Bricius, you've been given a bed here to sleep, and Erdwolf seeks you out inside here. How have you been dealing with things, and what are you doing tonight in this place?
Bricius feels as though he has failed the company. And he lately has been, after he healed, he has been hunting and making sure that Daniel's house is being taken care of. And he's been on a search for Iraku, Daniel's bird.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, you'd be able to find Iraku pretty easily. He would have been, back at Daniel's place. We can even say that you have taken him under your wing as a for lack of a better word. Let's say there's a cage there, right outside of the Thane's compound there, containing this majestic bird, the companion of your lost friend there.
I would like to roll to eat the bird.
I object from beyond the
You
grave.
can't. You're not. You can't. You're not in the game yet. You're not in the game yet.
No, I just wanted to see his reaction. All right, we continue.
Okay. Erdwolf passes by the bird looking at it. But he goes inside and seeks you out. Hey, Bricius, may I have a word with you for one moment?
Yes.
I just wanted to thank you for everything, for, negotiating this peace here, and for saving my life.
You are the Thane's son, right?
No, that's Flensing. I'm Erdwolf.
You both look so alike. My apologies.
Well, we hear that often, I guess. No worries.
What is your rank in the garrison here in Topper?
I'm just a soldier like anyone else here. No rank. I'm young. I don't know.
There is a war coming. We need to be ready.
A war? What?
There's something out there.
The Norsemen?
No.
The Cumric?
No.
What do you
Far
mean?
worse. It could be anything. I see it as a monster. It could be an army, or it could be something from the skies, or from something from the earth. But I do not know, but I feel it in my bones.
Yes. I'm gonna do a quick roll. I'm gonna do a quick roll here. Okay, I failed. He was trying to. I rolled 66 versus 30. Yeah, he was trying to kind of get from your bearing exactly what you're referencing, but he has no clue. Bricius, I just want to go out on a limb here for one moment. I feel like you don't trust me, really.
Wonder what gave him that idea.
Don't take it personally. I don't trust many people, only a few. And recently, I have lost one of those people I trust. Now, if you would excuse me, I would like to go to the nearest brothel to clear my head.
Okay. And he doesn't say another word. He just looks at you and goes off to bed. Okay, so Bricius is able to go about his business and handle some of that. And Maerwynn is able to Maerwynn is able to also go to bed. Now I'm gonna hand this over to y'all two. As you are now resting, as you are now able to finally get a little bit of rest here, and you very softly drift off to sleep. Please, I'm gonna go with Maerwynn first. Describe to me your dream. What do you dream about?
Oh no.
Take it away.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Good. Off the top of the
Uh,
dome. Anything,
was
I'll
never
roll
gonna
with it.
improv, You know,
Aaron Wolf, is that? I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up my notes real quick because
Okay,
this
take
is
your time.
actually a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah.
I feel like, actually, you know what? I think she dreams. Think she dreams of. She just replays the moment of Daniel's death over and over because she absolutely feels like it's her fault. He was trying to get her to safety, and that ended up kind of screwing him over. So I feel like it's just not necessarily the moment of his death, but just different things that could have happened. Like her trying to, when she was facing off against the bear, just different versions of his death. Like she was facing off against the bear and it slashed at her the first time, him stepping in the way kind of thing. Like just various deaths that he could have had just over and over. She just watches him die. I know that's gruesome, but like,
damn. Yeah.
This is a lot for her.
I can understand, yeah. So your whole dream, does it go anywhere else after that? Does it just all take place within that grove?
I think it's not that grove. It's kind of it's the void face lady is like there in the background the whole time.
Oh, so this is like in the
just,
clearing, like near the
yeah.
Got you.
I don't want to like put in lore, but you know.
I'll listen. Yeah, I'll give you free reign to tell me whatever you want right now.
I don't know. I feel like it's just that kind of thing, and she's just watching this woman like just watch this. So
got you. And she stands there. Let's say that void is facing you. All you can see from where you're witnessing these deaths around is shadow. It's not exactly a void per se, but there seems to be there's some sort of face under that. Just very tucked away. There's something there. You're just a little too far to see it. But that's in front of you. Is the tree there with you?
I don't think I saw the tree the first time.
Okay.
So.
Got you.
I'm
pretty sure you did, but
I don't
if
know.
it's not
I just
there,
have
yeah.
Void face lady written down.
Gotcha.
Void face lady, flashes of red, gold, blood.
Yes. Great. Okay. So the void face lady is there in this clearing. There is the tree there. But at the base of the tree, next to where the void face lady is, and of course Daniel is dying all over this place, right? There's the puka, there's Omag, there is the bear. And you keep replaying that. But in the center of this tree, there is almost like a gateway that just leads directly down. There are stairs that start, and they go down through the tree. And you see the void face lady with some semblance of a face under there, gesture to the opening. What do you do?
I want to try to get to it.
Okay. As you make your way forward, you know, all of the carnage around you, these terrible scenes, don't bother you. Even if it seems like it would have, if something like, falls right in front of you, no, you're able to just go right through it. You're able to move unhindered.
I'm sorry. I
You're
don't know
good.
if y'all heard my family in the background.
Is there a tavern in here?
Yes.
That's Bricius. That's,
Y'all hear what
that's Bricius at the
We didn't hear.
brothel.
We just heard like a mumble. Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about, but she said, "What are you gonna do now? Suck it out?"
That is Bricius.
at the brothel.
I'm gonna mute myself. Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. She's having a moment. Do you go down these steps?
Yes, I do. They're still yelling. Sorry.
Fantastic. So Bricius is, we already heard the sound effects. That's Bricius having a great night at
Yep, the brothel.
yeah. Yes, Totbur's local.
Uh,
Yeah. So Bricius, as you're done there, we don't have to go into detail there, but as you're done there, you're also able to rest and you are able to get your sleep for the night. Will you please tell us what Bricius dreams?
Bricius awakes in his dream, tied, more like chained up to the tree, and it's in the middle of his home, his village. And in the distance, close by, he can see the throne that was promised to him. And on that throne sits his uncle. And below his uncle is his mother on her knees, weeping.
Mm.
A shadow is over my uncle in that vicinity. Bricius looks up and sees a great red dragon. The dragon goes next to my mother and begins to lick its lips and snarl. My uncle gets up from the throne, goes to my mother, looks at me and smiles, and takes his blade, his small dagger, and cuts her throat. Then I wake.
Before you wake,
Or do I?
before that happens, after you see the throat slitting, in front of this tree, it's almost as if you see almost an entryway very organically open in the tree. You also see some steps that lead enticingly downwards. And as soon as you notice this, it's almost as if you're free, like the chains fall away, as if they never even existed. What do you do? And also the people in the scene you just described, they pay no notice to you.
I go down the tree.
So as you go down these steps, you see that it's indeed inside this place a huge stairway, like impossibly huge. Like imagine like you're a first-time companion and you walk into the doctor's TARDIS for the first time and you're like, oh, it's bigger on the inside, like that. That's what you see in this tree. As you go down these big stone steps, 70 to be exact, it leads all the way down into this cavern, is the best way to describe it. Where it would be dark and just, imposing. it is luminous as you see this very warm orangish hue, filtering the bottom of the steps before you even touch the bottom of the steps. You look into this cavern, and there is this huge flame that just lights up the entire place. There are two figures standing on either side of this flame. They are these sage-like men, one with this deep, dark skin and a big beard on his face with flecks of gray in it. He wears these beautiful white robes and this headdress. The best way I can describe it is it looks almost Egyptian, but even foreign to that. But it goes vertical, straight up. The guy on the other side is dressed very similarly. He has a paler skin with more gray in his beard. But he is dressed pretty much the same way. And these people gaze at you, Bricius. Behind them, there is this big passageway that just leads into darkness. The big flame doesn't penetrate that darkness behind you. But their eyes meet yours. And the first old man says, "Enter and be welcome. I am Nashed." The other says, "And I am Kaman Da. We congratulate you, Bricius, on finding the way."
And what is the way?
The way to dreams. But before you may pass to the gates of deeper slumber. He looks at you so intensely. Both of them, they start moving in unison, closer and closer to you. They're not missing a step. They look at you. They look into your very soul. And in unison they say, "You are worthy." As they bow to you. They rise and they point towards this table. There's like a table over on the side near that big passageway. And they gesture you to go over to this table. Now, on the table, there are these 3 loaves of bread, a dagger. Let's see. There's a jug, and there's also this shiny wool-like thing that almost like sparkles when you look at it. What do you do? Also,
I don't.
the passageway. I'll give you another little option here. Also, the passageway. After they say you're worthy, it almost gets lit, and you just see it as this long hallway now that leads to somewhere. So
It's
yeah,
lit, fam.
it's lit, fam.
I'm just being the peanut gallery making comments right now.
I've been slacking. What does Steve Nash want with the robe?
Steve Nash.
What was the name?
It's
I'm sorry.
Nashed. And the other is Kamen Thaw.
I thought it was Nash. Like,
I thought it was Kamen Ra.
Kamen Rider.
oh, I knew there was a Common Rider joke coming.
No.
Um,
Nobody. So, anyway.
I don't know if you're gonna like my answer, London.
Yeah.
So
There's the stairs behind you that lead back straight up. There's
Okay.
the passageway in front of you, and then there's this table that they have like pointed.
This is like Harry Potter shit.
You got some options, man. You got some options.
yeah, and I've been watching Harry Potter the past couple of days. So
Take the bread. Take the bread.
all right. If I sit, will I be able to leave this realm?
If you sit, you said?
Yes, if I sit at your table, will I be able to leave this realm at my leisure?
Yes. Yes. You will be
My
able
eyes went
to
on.
leave.
Bricius makes his way to the head of the table and sits.
So as you notice, so as soon as you take a step to go towards that table, you notice that you're buck ass naked.
Oh,
You're not wearing a thing.
Yeah, your birthday suit.
Yeah.
this is my weekend suit when the parents are not at the house.
I didn't need to know.
So as you this is on the internet. So as you sit
Forever.
on this cold stone there, you can still feel the warmth on your body as you pass by this large flame. It warms you, but then you feel like the coldness on your backside there on this table. There's the 3 loaves of bread. There's a piece of, there's like a dagger there you can cut if you need it to, and there's a big jug of some liquid, and then the woolish stuff.
The tribble. Don't fall for it.
Bricius sits.
Take any of these gifts. They are for you, Bricius.
Tell me, what lies beyond those borders?
This is the way to
What
dreams.
lies in this next room?
This is no room. This is the gateway to dreams.
Am I allowed to enter?
Yes, you are worthy. Would you first like to partake of these gifts? And the other guy chimes in, yes, they are for you, Bricius. This, and he points to the bread, is bread. He points to the jug. This is water. And he points to the woolish stuff. He sees that there. He says, this is manna. It is edible. They are for you.
And this is a table upon which it sits.
A bread of bread is bread.
Tell me, how did you two get here?
We have always been here. This is our home, they say.
You said I'm worthy. How so?
You are of a sound mind. You have the mind of a dreamer.
Well, am I allowed to come back anytime I would like?
You are worthy.
Perhaps one day I will enter your dream world, but that will not be today. I have unfinished business on the other side. And Bricius walks to the exit, goes back up the steps to exit.
Okay, so as you go back up those steps, those 70 steps, you go back up to the top of the steps, and as soon as your foot is about to touch, your naked foot is about to touch that top step, you wake up. It's morning. You hear the birds chirping outside. Light filters into the room. You're safe.
What are you drawing, Matt?
I can't even see that.
It's like a spotlight.
It's too bright.
Yeah, hang on.
Turn your fancy ass light off, boy.
Ooh, look at that.
What?
A tentacle
What?
monster.
What is that?
I don't know, but it looks cool, sort of.
You're like that one weird kid that was in every class that was just like drawing monsters. when They were
Yeah.
supposed to be taking math notes.
Yeah.
The teacher
was who
was like,
London
take
was.
math notes.
Wait, that was
And he
me?
like,
Yeah, that was you. Probably.
That
No,
wasn't.
you were just drawing Stephen Sondheim.
I was drawing Stephen Sondheim. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the little dream realm, because this same thing that has just happened to Bricius has already happened to Maerwynn. The same
Oh,
thing.
no.
The same thing happened to you. You came in. You were offered these gifts. You were naked. You were also
Afraid.
after you were offered this, you were offered some clothing. And when you look upon this clothing, it is fantastical in nature, beautiful even. You were even offered uh, you normally wield a dagger, but here it looks a little different. You're offered your belongings, and there's this shining dagger with these intricate carvings on it, a nice orange gemstone in the center, and this like crimson-ish hilt that splits into two little metal pieces. It's a beautiful, beautiful
Cool.
weapon there.
That's fancy.
And you're given that. And from there, you were ushered into this passageway that leads further into this cavern. Do you go inside?
Yes.
Cool. So what leads there is even more stairs that spiral all the way down. Now, you're wearing now some semblance of what you usually wear, but can you describe to me what this fantastical version of it looks like?
Okay, so in my I want to say she wears like normally primary colors, not like Snow White style, but she has like, like normally like navy blue and red with a little bit like a yellow belt. And I feel like now it's almost like I have free reign of this, right? Like
Yeah.
describe what it looks.
Yeah.
I want to think it looks like there's something woven into the fabric that's almost like shimmery, but not shimmer. It's like a weird glistening effect to it. Like it doesn't
Ooh.
necessarily look like silk or anything. It's like can't quite tell what it is.
Fantastic. So yes, so keep that in mind as you get to the bottom of the stairs there. Back in the waking world, things are strange. Every time you go to sleep, Bricius, you have some form of this dream. Sometimes it's flashes, sometimes it's an exact repeat of what has just happened to you. How do you handle it? Do you always leave?
Yes.
There's a dirt bike outside.
Yeah. That's Bricius getting
That's
the
how
fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's how I leave like the second time. There's a dirt bike at my disposal, and I ride it back up the stairs.
Fantastic. Great. Cool. Got you. So, Maerwynn, as you make it to the bottom of these stairs in this new garb that you're wearing with this weapon that you have, you have descended those 700 steps. But you reach the bottom, and there is this gate. There's a big stone gate right before you. And as you get to it, it opens out of the way. Stepping out of this place, you realize that this entryway has come out of this gigantic tree. You are now in this very new place. You are now in this forest made of these colossal, twisted trees. Now, there's not much daylight penetrating through the top of these trees just by the way they're so big, unnaturally big, and twisting all into each other. But you hear these occasional flute-like things, and you see that there is a lot of light in this forest, but it's not coming from above. It's coming from these mushrooms that are just giving this like luminescent glow that's just shining out and illuminating it. It's kind of like those blue lights right behind you there.
Mhm.
And this is what you see all around you.
Am I in Blackreach?
Okay. Imagine that, like Blackreach. Imagine that. In front of you, there is this folded piece of parchment, and written on the back of it, it says, "To my friends." What do you do?
I open it.
You receive this letter as you open it. Please read this for me.
Oh no.
Can you read this out loud?
Yeah. I know you were probably very confused. Should I do this in Maerwynn's voice?
Sure.
I'll do Maerwynn's voice. I know you're probably very confused. Try not to be. You are in the Enchanted Wood, a somewhat dangerous place. Go straight ahead from the gate, do not turn left nor right, and do not listen to the whispers and chirps you'll hear. Soon you'll be in the open lands of Dream. You'll soon find a road or a cottage and be able to ask directions to the town of Uthar, where I await you. Daniel.
Indeed.
She's just like, oh shit. Like an old handwritten letter that I wrote from one of my D&D characters I feel like I should be holding right now.
So now, as you hear those flute-like noises, there's like little faint gibbering around you. What do you do? What do you want to do now?
I feel like she just kind of steels herself and continues on.
Okay. As you walk along, you feel like you're being followed, but there just like seems to be
Keeps going.
like, yeah, like there's just like stuff all the way around you that you hear. You can give me a spot hidden first roll of the game.
Oh yay! Y'all, I'm gonna have to pull these.
Wow.
Critical success 1 versus 55. I'm gonna have to pull
Yeah.
these lashes off. Y'all are just gonna have to
Boom. Go
deal with
ahead.
it.
Go
Ignore
ahead.
me. Oh, Lord.
Wait, can I take mine off? Is that like?
Ah,
Yeah, you didn't know you can remove those?
I thought it was like a
Accidentally.
permanent thing.
I accidentally like almost glued my eyelids shut with them, so they were very uncomfortable.
There's
Okay.
nothing in this world we're seeing.
Oh my gosh. Yo, so with that critical success, you're able to see where some of these sounds might be coming from. You see these eyes dotting from between bushes and like in little nooks of trees and such that are just looking at you. They're glowing bright green, bright yellow as they're all looking at you. You see one of these things perched on like a branch in front of you looking down at you. It's like this little rodent-like thing. It's very fuzzy, very furry. These big green eyes are looking at you. These big ears. It has like a little snout and these tentacles that are hanging from the snout.
Here it is.
I'll give you a little picture of what it
Oh,
looks
good.
like.
Oh, good.
This thing is.
Oh, it's so
looking at
cute.
it.
Oh.
This little thing has like a long little tail that's hanging down from the branches. It looks at you.
Imagine, okay, for the audience, imagine if like a sugar glider
Yeah.
was an ood from Doctor Who. A sugar glider with just like a tentacle beard. That's it.
It's a sugar glider with a tentacle beard. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. And I love it. Oh my god.
So you see that, and then like multiple of them kind of pop out of nooks and like looking at you. What do you do?
Barely give them a glance, like not giving them the time of day.
Okay. And they like follow you on, but sometimes they dart in and out of view, running across you in front of the road there. But you continue on through this enchanted wood.
Oh, I have a picture of the enchanted wood now. I didn't realize.
What does that look like?
It's oh god, I accidentally pulled up a big picture of the marmoset thing.
Marmoset.
I don't remember what a marmoset is. That was the first word that came to mind. My roll 20 has frozen, but it's a big tree.
Yeah.
It's
so
like
they-
the big tree in the middle of the swamp in Avatar. Everything is a reference to something else with me. I'm sorry.
So it's not so much black reach as it is like the good black reach. Instead of like dark blue, I mean, imagine like an elder
It's-
tree that's massive with
Yeah.
sunlight just
Great
kind of
Deku
gleaming in.
tree.
The what?
The Great Deku Tree.
I said the giving tree. I was like that too.
The giving tree.
Yeah, that too. The money tree, whatever. One from Neopets.
So you make it through the enchanted forest.
I just see him start typing. Oh no.
But what do you think about the letter that you received?
Okay, can I make sure it's in the right handwriting? Like, is it in Daniel's handwriting?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Okay, and I have a bonus die to those.
Yeah.
Oh, I clicked it. Oh, okay. I am gonna roll just to see. It's a
Oh, yeah,
33
33.
versus 60.
Yeah, it's so close to being half. How do
I
you say
know.
this? But what you would know is, yeah, this is legitimate. This is straight from Daniel. Like, this is Daniel's writing here.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna. She thinks she's dreaming. So, I mean, who's to say she's not? So she's just following it.
Got you. Very soon you're out of these woods. The thing that you see in front of you are these rolling fields that lead towards a blue river. You see these scattered cottages all over the countryside here, and there is, smoke coming out of their chimneys and such. But this is all between you and this big river that leads there.
All right. I want to find a cottage, the nearest cottage.
Okay, yeah. You're able to walk up to any of them, and the first one you come to, you come to one, yes.
Okay, I want to knock on the door.
Okay. Very soon it swings open. Oh, hi. Do I know you?
Sorry.
It's a young woman.
Sorry.
She greets you. Olive skin, curls.
Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for the town of Uthar. Is there any way you could point me in the right direction?
Ulthar. Oh, yes. So you just follow the river downstream. Soon you'll get to this bridge. You can cross it. That bridge is it's in the village of Nur. Go to Nur, cross the bridge, and then it's just a straight shot to Ulthar. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hey, would you like to come in for breakfast? I have a pot of porridge on.
Oh, I'm all right. Thank you. I'm really in a bit of a hurry. But...
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one. And she closes the door.
I rewrote Daniel's letter. If you'd like to see in his handwriting.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sorry, y'all just saw my face like so close to the screen. Desperately.
Carly says,
It's like the anime character going crazy. The center face.
You look like a giant looking to like a tiny house.
I'm glad we all embarrassed ourselves, and by all I mean me in London, but it's fine. Okay, follow the river to Nur, and then there's a road that leads to Ulthar, correct?
yeah. Cool. So if you go this way, you even go down to the river. It's this very deep blue, like fluorescent blue river that's before you there, and there's tiny fish in it, and they're all swimming there. Around you as you follow it, there are more farms that just dot this place. Dozens of cottages dot these rolling hills around what seems to be this small little village. This village here. It's a tiny village. There's only a single path that goes through this place. But as you are walking through this place, it seems familiar yet foreign. But straight ahead, all the way through the town, is this big stone bridge.
That's what she said. There's a bridge.
It seems sturdy and, yeah.
All right. I want to cross the bridge.
Fantastic. Crossing the bridge, give me a power roll.
Oh shit! That's
Gotta pay the toll troll to get in
this
that boy's hole.
Okay, I forgot where my power was. I got it. Hard success. 13 versus 60.
As Maerwynn crosses over this bridge, you hear this faint scratching noise as you walk over it.
Oh shit.
And with every step you hear it.
Is it an African or a European swallow?
Oh my gosh.
Neither.
How am I supposed to know that? Sorry. Okay, I just
You
keep
have
going.
failed.
I'm ignoring the scratching.
Oh yeah, if you ignore it, yeah, it eventually fades. You notice it fade though. You notice it stop after you get to a certain point, and you continue going.
Cool. This is fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah, so there's more of these small farms around. These very friendly looking people are all around you. All the colors here are more intense. All the colors are vibrant and pulsing as these big landscapes are in front of you. Very soon, you come upon what must be Ulthar. All the buildings here have these peaked roofs, and there are these upper stories of these buildings that often even connect over these cobblestone streets. It's very inviting and kind of friendly. But the biggest thing you notice about this place, even the people look kind of normal. I mean, their clothing, it's very medieval Europe, I would say. Lots of linen and wool, silk and stuff. But there's lots of cats around. You see cats flooding this place, basically. There's more cats on the streets than there are people, actually. And cats walk up to you, look at you, and keep going. One cat might approach you and wrap around your leg and like brush up against your leg and then go off. What do you do?
Roll to kick it. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the letter. He didn't say I had to ignore the cats.
Don't even look at him.
Directions to the town of Ulthar where I await you. I'm gonna scratch one of the little kitties' heads.
You never know who could be a cat, who isn't.
Exactly. He might have been reincarnated.
So as you scratch the cat, introducing our newest cat. Dang, I'm just kidding.
Meow.
So you scratch the little kitty behind his ear, and it purrs, and like as soon as it does that, more cats kind of come around, and they just like all come to you. There's about a dozen cats swarming you now, and a man, walking on the street walks by, looks at you. Keeps walking. Other people kind of go by. They're just looking. Oh wow! Oh
wow!
Look at that.
Cats.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And they keep walking past. Yeah. So now you're in Ulthar. Now you got to find Daniel.
Now I gotta find Daniel. I want to look. Well, no, Araku wouldn't be here. Cool. I guess I'll just start looking.
How
is there,
so?
like,
How so?
a woodsman's hut or anything here?
You can give me a spot hidden.
I know that's stupid, but like that would be Maerwynn's first thought.
It just plopped down in these city suburbs. Just
Well, it might be along the end. 54 versus 55.
Great. So what you see, sort of northeast from where you're standing, there is all this like firewood piled up in this big like, I guess it's like a, it's like a shed, and that's what you see. You see an axe even, sort of propped up, out front.
First place I'm going.
Cool. So as you go there, you see this big, burly guy, bald head. He even has like this big mustache, and he turns around. Well, hello there. How you doing?
God. Okay. Hello. I'm looking for a friend of mine.
A friend of yours?
His name is Daniel Smithson. He looks a bit like you. He's got, the mutton chops a bit bald on the top.
Oh, looks like me. That's a weird Daniel. That's I don't know about Daniel.
All right. He was a woodsman as well. So I figured this would be the best place to start.
Well, he might be. He could be Atal's new friend that he brought up to the temple, and he points towards this striking tower. This is right on the outskirts of Ulthar, but it's this huge.
Probably should have seen that first.
Well, yeah, it's a ways off, but it's
Wood.
on this hill. Yeah, it's on this hill. But it's not right in town, but it's near it.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, that might be one of Atal's friends over there." And I'll show you a picture of this tower that just goes straight up into the sky.
Great.
This is straight up Imperial City. Oh, never mind. okay.
Oh.
So this looks
This
almost
is-
like a monolith
Mm,
made out of crystals, but yeah, developed into a very.
it looks like Carcosa a little bit.
Don't know what that is, but yeah.
Kind of looks like the Tower of Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That has the eye of Sauron.
That's what I,
Pull it up bigger.
that's what I
It-
thought. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can see
oh.
that.
No
there
curves, all
is-
sharp angles.
There is some sort of columnar jointing going on, so this was obviously igneous at some point.
All right, moving on.
But yeah, he says, yeah, the temple of the elder gods. Yep.
Oh, great!
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the one.
Yeah, he might be over there. Yeah.
perfect. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna head to the Temple of the Elder Gods.
London, I like that edition of Cats, by the way.
What do you mean?
No,
What do you mean? It's just, the cats.
nothing. I think we're about to figure it out.
Yeah, the cats of Ulthar, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
They blink, not blink cats. What are they? In D&D.
like a blink dog.
Yeah, I was thinking of blink dogs, but it's the cats that have like the tentacles.
Oh, I know. I don't even know what that. Yeah, what
I
is
can't
it?
remember what they're called.
Anyway, so you're walking towards
Anyway.
yeah, the temple. It's this huge place. It's this tall tower, as you mentioned, on top of the tall hill here right outside of the city.
Hmm.
There is even some ivy growth that just lines the path that you're walking up to this place. There seems to be this person in this goldish wardrobe outside. It's almost like gold-plated armor, and he stands
Uh-huh.
there with this big weapon. Who are
Yep.
you?
My name's Maerwynn.
Maerwynn. What brings you to the Temple of the Elder Gods?
I believe one of my friends might be waiting for me in there.
Your friend. Who is your friend?
Daniel Smithson?
Yes. Perhaps so. Right this way. You're ushered into this room where you're given these trays by people in similarly dressed garb, but some are more flowing, more like light, cloth-based golden stuff. They bring you fruit. They bring you like treats and such as you wait for what seems like forever. Very soon you're taken to this inner shrine in the temple. Atop this big, like ivory, almost like altar, is this ancient looking man. He looks like old. He's in these big flowing robes, but his eyes are young and bright. He looks at you. Are you the friend of Daniel, son of Smith?
I am.
Is there not another with you?
There is another, but I don't know where he is. I have not seen him.
Ah. Well,
He refused to go in the tunnel.
yes, indeed. It must be so. Daniel! And as he calls for Daniel, you see this figure walk into view dressed in satin and cloth made of gold. At this figure's back is this beautiful, that really contrasts with the gold, is this like black, almost like ebony axe. It's like double-sided, this big battle axe. This big massive thing on his back.
Jesus. Grim
And
Reaper now.
and sure enough, Daniel Smithson in the flesh approaches you, Maerwynn.
And as the old man said, Maerwynn, to Daniel, beyond the veil of sleep. Tis good to see you, Maerwynn.
What the actual fuck?
I see you followed my instructions quite well.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. The lines are kind of starting to blur. I thought I was asleep, and now I'm not sure anymore. Oh, God.
Well, consider yourself beyond sleep for now.
Did I fucking die too?
I do not believe so. I do not. I believe my good friend Nash may have assisted you. But please, well, actually, Maerwynn, where is Bricius?
I'm not sure. I've not seen him.
Aye, paranoid bastard. Can't blame him. Well, there's quite a bit to discuss, and on a more serious note, Tartber is in dire need of your help. Let us not converse here. How does the town tavern say?
Sure.
Aye, they allow cats indoors as well.
It seems this whole place is all about cats.
Yes, well, maybe one day you might learn why. Onward.
Of course, so you make your way back down to the town. There's the cats. But there's also a tavern off to the side here. It's a very warm and inviting building. It has these big double doors, and as you go inside, there are, people everywhere. And what's also everywhere is this big spread of food that is on this big table here. There is drinks, different types of wine and mead and ale and roast game and cheese, all in front of you, and the smells of all of it, very delightful, hits you inside. A stray cat runs inside, makes a beeline inside, and weaves, under the table, in here. Yes.
Okay, so before anything is explained, I think my main question is, why the fuck are you at a temple?
Well, that is quite a demanding question, Maerwynn. However, all I can say is I seem to prove some usefulness to them. But beyond that, they simply offered this, well, something I might consider a bit neat, this axe here. And, well, that's all it took. I didn't ask too many questions after that.
Sounds about right.
Might I recommend the elderberry mead? Is a personal favorite.
I think I'll pass on that.
Well, more for me. And
I know you don't eat or drink anything the Fae give you.
The who?
The Fae. It's a thing when you interact with the Fae, and they always try to offer you that. You never take it. You never take gifts.
Sorry.
So, I love how we're just quiet for a second while everyone's frantically typing in the Roll20.
Sorry. Yes, there was a typing break. Daniel has a typewriter.
Right.
Continuing along. Might we take a seat, Keeper?
Yeah, so you're able to make yourself comfortable. Take it away.
Nice.
Well, what do you do? Yeah, go ahead.
My friends in the temple, Maerwynn, uh, they know a good bit more than I, as I've only been here what seems to be a short time, but at the same time forever. Though there's information I wish I didn't have, and unfortunately the burden comes to you. Do you remember uh, the entity that we knew as Delwyn?
I'm sorry. My Discord or my Zoom froze exactly after you said, "Do you remember?"
I'm not sure what a Zoom is, Maerwynn. However,
Sorry, I spaced out for a minute. Can you say that again?
I. Do you remember the entity we knew as Delwyn?
Yes.
Aye. And I'm sure, as you remember, as we've discussed before, there are two more.
Right.
Have you heard the name Yig?
Have I heard the name Yig? Let me. I'm looking through my notes. Give me a second.
Does she just come out with this like planner, this 3-ring
Yes,
binder?
she
Just
pulls out her journal. I want to think that one of the snake people yelled something about Yig, right? When we were fighting them?
well, let's just say they are definitely intertwined, and whether or not you know the name or not, you should be scared of it. Yig is the essence of evil, and, well, Delwyn was but a servant, and he is not the only one. A long, long time ago, before, believe it or not, before I was born, no matter how old I might seem, they ruled over what we consider England, what we consider Totbur. Now, how it happened, I cannot say. However, they obviously disappeared, at least to us, uh, from what we know. But the back, obviously. Delwyn uh, was not the first. He was a friend of a name that is quite hard to pronounce, Ysis. Is that right, Keeper? They awoke.
I mean, that's right. I never
Thank you.
said it. I made it up, but I never said it. There you go.
Well, Daniel knows now. Ysis has taken it upon himself to do Yig's bidding, and if you do not stop them, Totbur and the lands far beyond Totbur may not exist for much longer. Your friend Maerwynn, you know who I speak of.
The seat of the head.
Unfortunately, Maerwynn, she's not your friend, Maerwynn. Daughter of the Thane, she is not human. She is not. Much like that entity we took it upon ourselves to rid the world of, it requires extermination, so to speak. As you know, there are 3 of them. Do you remember, Maerwynn, the potter?
I do.
Aye. The same individual I seemed to upset, and I'm sure did not make him any happier by tossing him a bag of rocks.
He's the other one.
Aye. Madolf is his name, at least as far as we know him. But his real name is Zerka. The 2 spies in Totbur on behalf of Yig are known as Ysis and Zerka, 2 remaining, as they have seen one of the kind fall to our hands. Now, I know it seems unforgettable, many of the events, but not so long ago, we helped a man by the name of Ulred, father of Ulfric, if you remember.
Yes.
Do you remember what they said about, well, what could be considered Ulfric's son?
You might have to refresh my memory.
Nay. That was but an avatar of Yig himself. Ulfric took it upon himself to pray to a false god and birth an abomination. If it was not for Ulred, we would have quite a bit more on our hands.
I see.
What I'm getting at, Maerwynn. Yssis and Zerka, Madolf and Herwin, they are in but a panic. With Ulred slaughtering their avatar, and with our doing in the Thane's compound, they see but no choice but to call out to the god that they worship, that they serve. To proceed, this is what I mean when Tartber is in grave danger.
How do you know all this?
As I said, I have friends, and they have friends, and the cats like to talk a good bit as well.
What elder god do you serve now?
Who serve?
I mean, I assume if you're in the temple, you serve some sort of god.
It's actually something I'll have to break character for London.
Sorry.
Yeah, you just got here. You don't know everything. You're not really serving anyone. This is,
Right.
you were kind of quickly ushered there and kind of
Yeah.
questioned
You're
as
just chilling.
as not an experienced dreamer, but someone who had come into contact with something that brought you there, and then you died. So you were really hashing that out and explained everything, and this information was given to you, and there was a thought that your companions might have encountered the same thing that brought you there. But of course, upon death, you're now a permanent resident. You can't wake up. But of course they can. So perhaps you decided to give them some information that will lead them towards where they need to go and what they need to do and what they're up against. But just Maerwynn, since she's the only one that showed up.
I'm sorry. I was paranoid.
No, I get it. No, that's valid.
I love how I didn't even get a choice. London's like, yeah, you take these items, you go in the passage.
No, he asked you. He was like, hey,
He
dude,
did.
do you go down the stairs? Yeah, so either way, that is all the information I have for you, Maerwynn. That is all I have brought together in my short time here. Whether or not I serve anyone is yet to be determined, if at all even a thing around here. But I do have information, and they did give me this mighty fine axe, I must say. And when you have one of those, there's nothing left but the mead.
Suppose so. Oh, goodness. I assume I'm going to have to tell Bricius all of this.
It would be mighty kind of him to help Tartber. I know his allegiance is not to it. However, just as I swore to assist him in his endeavors up north, I would hope he would take it upon himself.
Maybe so.
How is Yuraku?
Bricius is actually taking care of him.
Ah, that fiend.
Stays at the Thane's compound most of the time.
He better not have eaten my damn bird.
He did put him in a cage.
Let that bird go as soon as you get back, please, Maerwynn.
Of course.
Otherwise, I believe that is all I can offer in terms of help. There's not much more I can pass on besides information. But to prevent the loss of everything we know within Totba, within the far-reaching boundaries of the Earth itself. Maerwynn and Madolf, Yasis and Zerka need to be stopped.
The Thane will never believe me that his daughter is a serpent.
I wish I was there to convince him.
I suppose I just don't have to tell him. Oh goodness, this is going to be an ordeal.
The drinks here are free.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
There's nothing to be sorry about. What happened that night is not at all your fault as much as it is not mine, nor Bricius's. If the gods, or elder gods as you call them, saw it fit, or the universe itself, my time was at its end, and I quite like it here.
That's good at least. And you've got lots of company. She's like looking around at all the cats.
And I'm not sure if you ran into my good friend. He looks mighty similar to me, as some might say.
Yeah, the woodsman.
Aye, we have
Oh,
a
you
lot
know
in
that was
common.
the first place I checked. Right. As much as I would love to stay and drink here, I suppose I better be getting back. However, I get back.
How would you get? Does she just retrace
I'm
her
just gonna
steps?
pinch myself. Just.
I don't
You
know.
muted. Oh no, you're not muted.
I'm not muted. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know.
I
But
didn't think this far ahead.
no, it's not that. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
right.
You'll figure it out.
Well,
How do I
But
get back?
but then again, there's drink, there's food here. There's maybe somebody spins, a barmaid spins across the room. All right, how's your drinks? Can I get you anything else?
I believe my friend here is sticking to themselves. Now that I think about it, Maerwynn, I haven't even taken the time to, not that it would do me any good, but to find an exit.
Yeah, that might be important.
Barkeep,
Yes. Hi.
yes.
Mhm.
Let's say you would like to leave these lands, wherever we might be. Where would you go?
Leave these lands?
Aye,
Do you need help, sir? Do you need someone? Do
possibly.
you need someone to
He's
talk to?
He's had a bit too much to drink.
Oh, okay. Bolo, we gotta cut this one off.
Daniel. And I just quickly, as soon as she walks away, swap our drinks because I haven't drunk any of mine.
Aye.
All right. Well, let me try something. If it doesn't work, then I'll see you in a second. If it does work, then I'll see you when I see you. And I'm gonna squeeze my eyes together and concentrate really hard and try to wake up. Wake up.
There is a young guy. He has like a bowlish cut and like a little tunic. He's just staring at you. What are you doing?
Mind your business.
Oh.
I go back to
Doesn't do anything.
Daniel, I don't think that worked. Shit. And I'm
But were you
pinch
looking for a
myself.
restroom? Oh.
Am I actually dreaming? Do I need to actually leave? Oh god. This was quite a journey. All right. So if pinching myself doesn't work, I guess I'll just go back.
Go back where?
Start walking back.
Okay, cool. I mean, you can start walking. You can leave here. This is okay. So I'll just give you you're leaving now, and is there anything else you want to do here? I mean, there's still food, there's still drink. There's like rooms upstairs. You can like buy a room to stay.
No, I'm not staying here any longer than I have to.
Okay, cool.
Well, Daniel, it'd be impolite to not see his friend out. So I suppose if there's an exit, we'll find it together.
Cool. So you retrace your steps. You're going back towards.
Wait.
Mhm.
Daniel, is there one in the temple?
Cats, axe, robe. Not that I remember.
Shit. All right. Is there one in the temple? Can I like? Oh, how do I? I don't want to just ask these people. Hey,
Where
Hey,
did you
can
come
I-
from, Maerwynn?
can I leave? What?
You followed the directions I
followed-
gave over the
Yes.
scratchy bridge.
Yes.
Past those varmints.
Yes. They're very, very cute. Very hard to resist. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I've had my shorts on inside out all night.
Those
Oh
vermin.
man.
So those vermin.
Those
Oh.
nasty varmints.
Oh,
All right.
Maybe retracing our steps might help us find your way back.
Perhaps. So I will retrace my steps.
2 navigate
After all.
rolls.
Oh God.
As it's nearing dark now. Now night is
Oh, I
rolling into this
should.
place.
Probably wait until morning.
It's up to you.
Daniel, would there be any downside to sleeping here that you know of?
Well, it is quite dark, but not that I know of. I have yet to see any danger.
Make an intelligence roll and see if sleeping in the dreamlands is a bad idea. Or am I just gonna have to go off gut instinct?
I would say this is beyond intelligence. Let me see what I can.
I mean, worst come to worst, I have to make a power roll.
I'll give me an intelligence roll.
Okay. With my bonus die.
Hmm.
Oh, 37 versus 60.
Okay, that's hard. Wait, no, it's not hard yet.
No, it's not.
37. Close. You get really close.
I saw.
That bonus die is saving my ass right now.
Is that what that was? Dang.
Yeah.
It's her pulp talent.
I can
Ah.
replace one of the numbers with whatever I roll. So instead of a 67, it's a 37.
I can occasionally be smart AF.
Yes. So what I'll tell you is that doesn't initially just thinking about that. That's something you haven't tried, and what you get from that is okay. Well, if I go to sleep while I'm sleeping, what happens?
Right. That's what I was thinking. You fall asleep in that, do you die? Probably. We're gonna try it anyways.
Has Daniel slept at all, or is he still on day 1 here?
You already dead, sir.
That's true.
Daniel, you slept. Yes, you slept. You slept and
Okay.
woken up, and hey,
He
Carly
was
showed
permanently
up,
here,
yeah.
so yeah. Well, as far as I know, Maerwynn, I have hit the hay and returned wide awake, ready for the next day, so to speak.
All right. I suppose I will stay in a room here then.
yeah, there are rooms in that tavern right upstairs. You're able to, and they see Daniel with you, and they kind of, oh, okay, yeah, just right up the way. They don't even, take any payment or anything from you.
All right. So are you like famous around here or something?
Well, I don't mean to strip my own loot or anything, but
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
nothing, Bricius. You aren't here. Shut up.
I was literally about to say, poor Bricius must be so bored right now.
He'll be back in a minute. Hopefully, maybe.
All right. I
So
go to
then-
sleep.
Well, yeah. So the room is like this nice plush bedroom. It's very very, very, very nice. Nicer than anything you've ever encountered. It's almost alien to you how nice this place is.
There's a hot tub in the corner.
Star spawn alien? No, I'm kidding.
No. But
Star screen.
yes, Megatron. So you're able to get in the bed if you would like. So you try to go to sleep, is that correct?
Yes.
You, after several minutes, fall asleep.
Okay.
Daniel, where are you right now?
Yeah, so is this like are we talking like Skyrim, like 2 twin bed room here, or am I going to the room next door?
No, this is the size of a twin bedroom, but it has one bedroom in it. It's just like a nice suite, basically. You can have another room here.
Okay, well, I'll kind of hover around out in the hallway, and is this overlooking the bar itself?
Yeah, so this is kind of like a balcony. You can kind of see down. Kind of
Cool.
like what is it? Is it the inn
The Bannered
in
Mare?
the one in Solitude?
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That one where you can kind of go up and kind of. Well, I guess also in the.
Bannered Mare's that way.
Yeah.
Well, he's he's considering a situation, and he's just kind of contemplating a whole lot, leaning on this balcony here, because he's still, he's Daniel. He's gonna brush it off, but he spends a lot of time in his head, so he's still processing a lot of it.
And right now, I'm gonna ask for Daniel's very last roll. You're dead, but I'm gonna ask for your last roll
Oh
of
no.
this whole game, of Spot Hidden Dark Ages, and it has to be a spot hidden roll.
Oh my god. I love this.
Okay,
If you fail this, I'm gonna laugh.
and that is a more than hard failure. I don't know what you expected. It was a 40-point spot hidden.
Do you want to roll with it? Do you want to push it? What do you want to do?
Bro. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Just
Yeah,
use
that's-
all your luck
Already
points.
dead.
I was about to say I could just spend all my luck points.
Don't.
Oh my god, please don't.
I'll push it for
Okay,
69.40. Nice.
but like
So
that
you
should
failed
count as
twice.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, as you're looking around there, contemplating, you're lost in your thoughts. You're looking down upon the entire bar. You're looking around. There is movement. There is merriment. There is feasting. There is drinking. There's one person that stands solitary there in the crowd, looking directly up at you. This demented smile on her face as you see her red hair. You see the face of Tuliri, wife of Omog, looking up at you. She has this huge hammer in her hands as she beelines it for the stairs, pushing through the crowd, making her way up to you. Maerwynn wakes up back in Totber.
I had to go to sleep to wake up. That makes so much sense.
Did Daniel know? Maybe. Who's to say?
Okay. Sitting straight up in a cold sweat, kind of waking up, I feel like.
Cool. And now that you're back, what do you do as you wake up in this cold sweat?
What time is it? Can I I know I can't tell the time, but can I look out the window and see where the level of sunlight's at?
Yeah, it's probably like 9.
Oh, in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. I want to run to find Bricius. I know
Cool.
it's Bricius, but I'm Southern. I say Bricius.
Okay, cool. Where are you, Bricius?
So a couple of days have passed, correct, from the first time I've had this dream, correct?
Well, it's hard to. For you, yes. Yes.
Okay. Bricius is at the docks, and he has just recently got off a small longboat that he has taken across the river to meet specific people.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
I feel like Maerwynn's running through the Thanes compound. Has anyone seen Bricius? Has anyone seen Bricius?
Luck roll, Maerwynn.
Oh shit. I'm not good at that.
Where
26
Bricius
for
at?
26.
Where Bricius at?
They all point towards the docks. They all kind of point towards right outside the walls, towards the river that's right west of Totper.
Okay. Okay. I want to say before she like did that, she got ready and everything. Like she's presentable. She grabbed her stuff. Do I have the stuff from the dream?
No.
Shit.
You have your
Okay.
dagger, but it looks like it always does.
Shit. Okay. Cool. I'm going.
What do you say to Bricius?
I saw Daniel.
First of all, where have you been? You've been sleeping a lot lately.
What?
You've been sleeping a lot lately. I've been getting a lot of things done around here.
How many days has it been?
You went to sleep last night.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I slept a little late. I'm sorry, I saw a dead friend.
In a dream?
I don't know. Is there anyone around us?
You're down there at the dock, so there's a couple of people that, fishermen. There's like a fisherman's hut out there. Let me see
Okay.
if I can pull this back
Is
up.
there anyone with an earshot, I should say?
1 second. Yeah, so here you go. See, you're right outside here.
Yeah.
There would be if you were just talking loudly, but if you talk quietly, no one can
Okay.
hear you.
I'm telling you, I saw Daniel. I don't know if it was a dream. I don't know what it was, but he. Okay, so I started out. I saw this tree, and there was an old woman that didn't have a face that I've seen quite a few times in my dreams, and I went down the stairs in the tree, and there were two people there, and there was things on a table, and I took them, and I went in a passageway,
What
and
were on the table?
it was a dagger, and there was clothes, and everything that was on his was on mine as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bread, the dagger, the mana, and the jug of water, but then also the clothes you could put on.
Right. Yes, and there was bread, there was manna, there was a jug of water, there was clothes, there was a dagger, and I went through the passageway, and I went through this weird forest with these weird glowing mushrooms, and there was a letter from Daniel leading me, and I'm keeping my voice low. Like I know I'm being kind of loud, but that's just me as a person. And there was a letter leading me to Daniel, and I went, and there was a city full of cats and a temple to the elder gods, and Daniel is wearing this weird gold robe, and he has this big axe, and he told me who the serpent people are, the last two. It's Maerwynn and the Potter, the Thane's daughter and the Potter.
Fuck.
I don't know if it was a real dream or not, but it feels a little too weird for it to not be something.
You've told no one else about this,
I
right?
came straight here.
Maerwynn, listen to me. We must be very careful. We can't go into the Thane's compound and slay his daughter in front of him. They'll hang us by the morning.
When they die, do they not transform back into their true forms?
Is that correct, Keeper?
He's killed him before.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
fuck off.
Well, the thing is, what happened was while you were fighting it, it transformed.
It transformed.
While you were fighting it.
That's right. Okay.
In order to try to get a leg up on you by changing
Right.
his form and doing more stuff. So, I don't know.
In the slight chance that we're wrong, I would be killing one of my closest friends, and I don't really feel super comfortable with that. So perhaps we should see if we can find proof. Make sure this wasn't just some weird dream that I had.
Besides the Thane's daughter, who else did you say?
The Potter. His Madolf, I believe is his name.
Adolf. Perhaps we get him to confess. We bring him to the Thane in front of the daughter, and he confesses.
I know their true names as well. I think. Yissus is Maerwynn, and Zerka is the Potter. So perhaps we could use that to our advantage.
We shall. So, what would you like to do? Because you saw Daniel, I will let you decide whether or not we should go see the Thane's daughter or the Potter.
I feel as though the Potter would be less of a problem, but Heroine would be easier to get to. She doesn't know that I know. We're close. I could lure her out on the pretense of taking a walk. But I don't know.
I follow your lead, Maerwynn. Wherever you go, I go.
Let us go for Heroine first. She seems... I think it will take her by surprise if she finds out that we know.
Done.
Okay.
Right.
So we roll up to the Thane's compound. You know where it is. We've been playing.
Yeah.
Inside, sitting at the end of the hall is Oswin and is Heroine there next to him. They're just.
I want to... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to, split up from Bricius before we go in.
Okay.
I want it to just be Maerwynn and Heroine going on this walk. But Bricius be I want to discuss this with him beforehand, see if he can, wait somewhere, and, I lead her to him kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Does that sound good, Hudson?
Mm-hmm.
So you go inside, and they're there at the end of the hall talking. People dot the room. Erdwolf is there, sees you, kind of smiles and looks down. But you're able to walk in.
Okay. I want to approach her.
Oh, Maerwynn.
Say,
Hi.
hi, I'm sorry I've been very distant recently.
It's fine.
I think I need to clear my head. Would you take a walk with me?
Well, we're in the middle of something now.
Oh,
Could
I'm
I meet
sorry,
up with you? Yeah, no problem. What about tonight? I just want to spend some time with my father.
Of course.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally fine. What time did you think?
Maybe in a couple of
Around-
hours. Where did you want to go? Are we going outside the walls?
I don't really have a destination, honestly. Perhaps just... Oh, I didn't think of where I told... Hold on, let me look at the, Just, out... Just the edge of the forest, not... I just want to get some fresh air and kind of distance myself from everything here.
The edge of the forest.
Not like the forest, like you see the trees that are like that little cups of trees right there.
Why are we
down
going?
to the south.
Why are we going out to the edge of the forest? Osmond's looking at you. Yes,
That sounded so sketchy. I did
why
not
are
mean
you
for that.
going to the forest? Yes.
I want to get out of the city for a bit. I feel a bit trapped.
Persuade or charm? Anything social, actually.
Okay. I have a bonus die to charm.
Intimidate.
My charm is 50. My persuade is 70, but I have a bonus. We're gonna try persuade. Hard success. 15 versus 70.
Awesome. You should go with your friend, Maerwynn. Yes, Father. I'll go with her. Yes. What time did you want to meet?
Say a few hours from now, whenever you're finished with your business. I have no plans all day, so.
That works. Yes. I'll see you then.
That's good.
Osmond nods to you. Maerwynn.
And I want to leave and then just kind of hang around the corner and just listen for a second.
Okay, give me I'll ask for a couple things. First off, give me a stealth roll.
Shit. 78 versus 40.
You can see, well, not necessarily Heroin, but you can see Oswin continues just to look up at you as you're just kind of, outside of the door there. He definitely
I'm
notices
leaving.
you.
I'm leaving.
After
Sorry,
you left.
lost in my thoughts. I got a bit distracted.
And as you say that, Heroin spins around too, looking. She waves.
And then I continue on out. And I sprint to find Bricius.
That's awkward ass.
I feel like he's kind of around the corner kind of thing.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Forgot where the door was. Excuse
Something's
me.
going on. They're in the middle of something. I don't know. I don't trust it. I think something's going on.
I may have some sort of a plan.
That is terrifying. What is it? What are we burning down?
You are correct. It is very terrifying, but I need them. And if this goes sour here, they will need us. I propose we seek out the help of the Vikings.
Right. That's my brain right now when you say that. Just whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, there goes one plan.
No, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Oh. I
Is
love
there
it.
any particular reason you want to bring the invaders into Top Bear?
Perhaps they can cause a distraction for us. My purposes are personal. I need an army to retake my village, and they owe allegiance to my throne.
But they'll destroy Totba in the process.
Not if anything to say about it. I have. I said that I was like,
Carly, why are we always on
I
the same
know.
page? We are always doing the same thing.
You know, death, like dead.
I've known Carly for too long.
A little bit.
We gotta stop being friends.
The brain cell. Okay. Right. I'm trusting you on this one, and I'm desperately hoping nothing happens to Oswin in the time it takes for your Vikings to get here.
Well, I will need to talk to them first. I just came back from speaking to them a couple of hours ago, where you met me on the docks.
I see.
So, I say we go now. Get back on the boat, cross the river, go back to the Viking village, and speak with their master.
Fuck, why not? I mean, I suppose it's the best bet we have. Let's go.
And Bricius and Maerwynn gets on the longboat and go back across the river.
Okay, cool. So what you will know with that, I'll say, is that Yngvi is the Viking leader. I'll type it.
Envy.
I'll type his name there. Yngvi.
Not
Envy.
Avor. I'm a little sad it's not Avor, but it's alright.
Cool. And Bricius and Maerwynn make their way, through the river, back into Welsh territory, back into the Cymric lands there, where there is a small Viking encampment. They have been,
That Viking encampment.
yeah, and it's a ways away, but eventually they make it there. Yngvi, he's been getting bolder and bolder with his raids and attacks in recent days. But the situation with the Cymric and the stuff in the Grove, and dude, it's all simmering down now as a direct result of you three. And obviously, Bricius has been into some discussion about everything. You make your way back into this Viking encampment. There, as you reach there, there's 3 longboats is the first thing you see. 3 of these huge big boats. There are over 100 men at this place. They have this place on lockdown. Probably like 120, I would say, to be exact. But as you go in here, you can hear all this foreign language that's very foreign to you. But you know exactly where to go. Well, actually, Yngvi meets you kind of right at the entrance of where you get off your boat and walk up this bank towards the Viking camp. Yngvi, this big bearded guy with his shaved. He has his sides of his head are shaved. It's basically
Yeah.
like a not a mohawk, but basically like tied
No, I
back.
get what you mean. Like the Sokka.
Kind of like that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
This big
I
guy.
think Odin's with him, yeah.
Big bright blue eyes meets Bricius. Axe at his side. He has like chainmail shirt with like a long sleeve tunic under it. Big wrapped cape around him. Big belt in the middle. He has his hand rested on his belt and the axe on his back. He walks towards you. There's a helmet on. Big metal helmet that goes down the middle of his face. Bricius, you back. What can I help you with?
Yngvi,
Yes.
I seek your help.
With what?
I came to you earlier,
Yes.
and I spoke of my past. I require your help taking my homeland back, and also ridding this island of a great curse and disease.
Disease.
Monsters, to be exact.
He looks at the men and women around him. What do you need? Tell me that first, before I commit to anything.
There are 2 of these monsters in Totpur. I know you are no friend of Totpur. So, I will give you this opportunity to create a diversion for me and my friend. You may sack the city, but under no circumstances may you harm a living soul there, except for 2 of these monsters who are in disguise as citizens of Totpur.
You want us to take but 2 of your people?
In reality, my friend and I will try to take these 2, but we may require your help if things go south.
When things go south.
when things go south, as they have done many times before.
Bricius, we have negotiated to help you with your situation back home, but I must ask, give me 20 people from Totper, and you have a deal.
I will give you the village of Totper and no people.
What?
What do you mean?
You can have the village. Whatever's in the village you may have. The money, the gold, whatever's in it. You can claim it as your own, make it your own village. Seek shelter, stop running around in these camps trying to forage for food. Stop raiding, settle down, start your own lives.
Bricius, there are people there.
Maerwynn, I will tell you what will happen to the people later.
Bricius, I know it may seem that we are people that need or want things, but I am under desperate straits as well. I need people. There's work to be done, and I need people, not things right now.
Count me as one of the 20. Let me finish Bricius taking his home back, and then that'll at least minimize some of the loss.
He laughs. Yes.
You laugh, but she is an acceptable fighter.
Okay, Bricius. Any sort of social role. Intimidate, fast talk, charm, persuade.
Oh, God.
For this to go down.
Okay, let me look.
Daniel's spinning in his dreamy grave right now.
A plan. I'm basically a scald, you guys. It's fine.
So it's persuade, fast talk, intimidate, and what was the other one?
Charm.
None of those look good.
Do I? Can I do it?
No. Bricius has this relationship.
Oh, fuck.
Failure. 89 versus 15.
So then he repeats his demand. People or nada. I won't
What do you-
kill them. I just want them.
For what?
I just want the people. Men, women, and children. 20.
What, are you going to sacrifice them?
Sacrifice? Who do you
Don't.
think we are? You
Speak
all
up.
do think we're monsters, don't you?
It's not because you're a Norseman. It's because I don't know you, and everyone we've come across has been serving some weird deity. Everything is weird right now. I don't trust anything.
Give me a social roll for that one.
Okay. We're going to go persuade for that one. 34 versus 70. Hard success.
He looks at you, Maerwynn. He looks at Bricius. He spins around and just says, "Prepare!" As commotion erupts around you, you hear metal and weapons and all this stuff from all around you, these 120 men deep, as these ships rock on the river there, as forces are gathering. And that's episode 9.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Just like that.
Oh,
Boom. Yo, thank you for watching.
hey.
Hey.
Awesome. I wish you would have joined us in the Dreamlands, Bricius, but I had some cool
That was
stuff.
so fun.
Well, I knew that you were gonna go along with that, so I was like, okay, what is Bricius doing right now?
I love it. I love it. I love that you didn't go. I love that you didn't go.
I'll be honest, I did not see the trade-off coming.
Same.
Wait, so
That's awesome. Yeah, I really wanted y'all to go to the Viking place at some point, like even earlier. But
Oh, I was gonna make it happen.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so did we just agree that I would, or Top Burr would give 20 people to?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he just after she said that he just said prepare. You said the stuff about they can have the stuff, but yeah.
So this is why we bring Carly along for the ride, because she, in the end, does all the work.
No, I just have the good social skills. For
That is
some
true.
reason, I'm the one with the social skills in this.
Charisma is all you need in life.
The one with the worst social anxiety. in
And
real
for
life.
all intents and purposes, Daniel fucked that red hair woman up. Just saying.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did.
That's
I'm
the
just
end of
thinking,
that.
have y'all seen A Whisker Away?
Mm-mm.
No, what is
movie
that?
that's on Netflix. It's
Mm-mm.
it's kind of like a Ghibli movie. It's not Ghibli, but has the vibes. It's about this girl that turns herself into a cat, and she goes to this cat land, and it's a giant tree, and there's a bunch of cats, and that's all I could think of. There's all these cats at a bar that fuck this one big cat up at the very end. They're all just standing there. Everyone resorts to physical violence in that, and it's so good.
I love it.
That is my suggestion of the week. Go watch A Whisker Away on Netflix. You will cry.
Hey,
Can I throw in a suggestion too before you do one, Matt?
Go for it.
For everybody watching or listening, I have a suggestion for a book you should read. It's called The Cats of Ulthar by H.P. Lovecraft. It's a great little short story that you should check out.
I see.
And thank you for tuning in. That was my
Yeah.
message. Thank you for being part of this.
Yes.
If you're starting on episode 9, that was probably a
is wrong
bad
with
choice,
you?
whether or not you do it. Highly suggest going back if you have not. But for those of you who've come this far along, watching us, joining us on our streams, or maybe, if it's entertaining, binging it, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But we got good stuff coming up in the future. I mean, we don't have anything to announce just yet, I don't think, but we got some good stuff coming, right?
We do.
I mean, y'all know about it.
Y'all, Jesse just made it to the chat.
It's coming soon, and yes.
Is there anything we should announce right now? If you made it this far,
Um,
for the people that made it this far.
Should we give them a little taste to what's to come?
I think we should. I think we should give them a little taste for what's to come, specifically something that's coming in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 weeks' time! 2 weeks from tonight when we're recording this. So y'all go ahead and say it. On February the 2nd, 2021, we have Becca Scott coming on.
Which is wild.
We have Becca Scott playing with us. Yeah, like from Good Time Society, her baby that she has produced there. But also
Great
you
work,
might have
yeah.
seen her on Geek and Sundry, showing you how to play different games, showing you how to play Call of Cthulhu. She just
How to
wanted-
make a character in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's one of her newest videos. It's
Yeah.
how to make a character in 13 minutes. So hey, if you're wanting
Check it
to
out.
play Call of Cthulhu, buy a book from Chaosium. Head over to YouTube, watch Becca's video on creating a character. Hey, and you're good to go. You're good to roll. Literally, the dice. Now we're just
The
talking.
dice.
This turned into a talk show.
Transform the dice wrong show.
Anything you need to plug, Bricius? We just all plug stuff.
Mine is some random anime movie. It's fun.
No, I think I'm good.
And we'll have
Watch Spot Hidden. Watch us.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. We're here for you. We're here for your entertainment, and we can't wait to see you next week in Top Burr for that final episode.
Oh yeah, we think maybe if unless we need to stretch it out. Well, not stretch it out, but in case it rolls over, or in case it doesn't roll over, next week would probably be the last of our Dark Ages adventures. So
Should we talk about what's after that?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Well, I mean, I got something up my metaphorical
that's
sleeve,
right.
but you know.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about that? We don't. Wait.
Yes.
When are we doing
Yes.
that? Oh wait.
29th.
Wait. Are we streaming that?
Yes.
We
Okay.
are.
I sure hope so.
Dude, I didn't know we were streaming that.
Oh, we don't have to.
No, dude, no. Let's do it. Let's stream it, please. Let's stream it.
All right.
I'm so excited.
I'll take that as a go ahead.
This is news to me. I didn't even know. Okay.
Even I knew this, and I'm.
I even knew it.
I honestly
I
thought
don't
we,
tell London anything at all.
I thought we were just getting together just to do this, but I guess not. Okay.
Yeah, so if any of you like apocalypse settings like I do, I don't know if you've noticed, I literally have a mini nuke sitting right off to my side there. I have the Vault Boy himself, but I'm not playing Fallout. Chaosium has a very well, to be frank about it, they have a section called the Reaping in one of their editions.
Cthulhu
the
through the
Reaping-
ages.
Through the Ages, yes,
is a-
please check it out.
yeah,
Sorry, I
book,
forgot the
yeah.
name. And it is apocalyptic, but with Cthulhu and his friends, most of them. And so if you're into that kind of thing, if you like what we're doing, if you like one shots, that is what we're running, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm adding a whole lot of, I guess the correct term for it is home brewed stuff, filling in a lot of the gaps, because I mean apocalyptic settings, sorry, are my go-to for any sort of fictional settings, and I'm really excited for it. And I hope you can join us, January 29th.
That's a Friday. That's outside of our usual schedule. So you'll get double the spot hidden next week,
Yeah.
which is very fun. I'm so excited for that. I get to in case he didn't explain it, Matt is running that. I'm just a
Yes.
I'm just a player. I get to play Call of Cthulhu. I've never done it. Well, I have, but like I'm very excited.
I'm also gonna repeat it. It's my first time ever DMing anything, so it's gonna be horrendous, but it's gonna be great at the same time.
you're gonna be fantastic, and I'm very
Thank you.
excited for it.
Thank you.
I'm even more excited now knowing that it gets to be streamed.
Yeah. I've already got my character already prepared. You guys know Milo Thatch? It's him, basically.
There you go.
Mine is Denzel Washington in the Book of Eli.
That tracks.
That's a good one.
It is.
In the
It
first
is.
movie, yeah. All right, cool. Now we're just talking, but
Yeah,
I love
we're just
talking, yeah.
talking. We should probably go.
Episode 10, and then the Reaping, and Becca Scott.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
Reaping, Becca Scott, and then eventually Campaign 2, which we're working on. It's gonna be very fun.
Which I made my character idea for today.
Yeah. So us three.
Thank you,
will be
everybody.
back for that. Yeah, thank you. Shout out to
Yeah.
Chaosium. Boom, boom, boom. Spot hitting. Wu-Tang is forever. All right, that's it. Okay, Carly told me I need to come
You
back.
didn't say it?
Carly said I need to come back and say stay spoopy,
Spoopy stay,
There it is.
y'all.
Thank you.
y'all.
Peace.